ready.
I mean, that was a high-level game. Xavier fought their tails off. They really did a good job in the first half, having us on our heels. I actually thought we played better offensively than the numbers, the deficit indicated in the first half. We just missed a lot of layups. But our guys never stopped believing. We showed great fight, even when we got down as much as 14. Xavier didn't give up. They kept battling. At the end there, it got dicey. Guys did a good job of executing late game inbounds execution, getting the ball in. They had a bunch of fouls to give, which was just kind of a strange scenario, but our guys were tough with it. And then we made enough free throws to win the game.
Ben, you're going to go first.
Cam, you've hit a lot of big shots in this building. You played a lot of games here. How did that experience help you take over in the second half?
That's kind of been something we've been talking about, specifically, the seniors and, juniors, sophomores, they've been in this building before, and we've won big-time games here before, made big-time plays. So Coach has just been trying to instill the confidence in us to just go after it and, play with everything we got for 40 minutes, and, we'll see what happens.
Right over here, Patrick.
Patrick from JCTV. Coach, you played this team 3 times, home and home. In this middle of the game, we know 3 times ranked team can be tough. What specifically in the game adjustments you have to make this thing happen?
Well, every game's been a 2-point game, so you're talking about 2 teams that have been somewhat evenly matched, and in both games, or all 3 games, one team's gotten a big lead, and then the other team's come back. We weren't able to quite eclipse their lead at home when they had a 19-point lead. At their place, we were up big, and they came all the way back and took the lead. And then today, I thought the biggest key stretch of the game was the game was going up and down, and our guys were hanging in there, getting enough stops, and then putting the ball in the baskets. We were able to cut that lead down, and then just showed really good character down the stretch. In terms of adjustments, I thought our aggressiveness on the offensive end, particularly in the second half, the way we attacked their switching actions, the way Cam got downhill, the way Jop attacked, Chase Ross was aggressive, was big for us, and that was able to get them on their heels, because when a team's switching everything, they just want to keep you in front of them. We did a good job getting in the paint and then creating some open opportunities.
We're going all the way in the back.
Coach, it's a Coach and Cam. You just spoke about the adjustments that you kind of made in game. What did you see early on for it seemed like they were trying to keep Cam out of the paint, like you said, switching everything. Just in terms of the mentality to be aggressive but still kind of pace yourself, what's the balance in that? I mean, you didn't have any turnovers in addition to what you did offensively. So, what did you realize and see for yourself, and then kind of take charge moving forward?
Like you just said, this is the 3rd time everybody's played each other in this tournament. So everybody kind of knows, everybody's base and what they do and how everybody guards. It's just about doing what you do offensively and making the right reads. Trusting my teammates to be in the right spots, which they are 99.99% of the time. That's all it is. And, I know Job ready to shoot at all times, so it's important, it's imperative that I know where he is, every second that he's on the floor and I have the ball. It's a lot of fun.
We're going back to Ben.
Jop, what'd you guys find in the second half that allowed you guys just to start hitting shots that weren't falling in the first half?
Just toughness. Called each other out. We knew we had to make them miss, especially being in a deficit, but we knew we could do it the whole time. So we just trusted each other and went after it.
Going to the mat over here. Matt.
Shaka. Guys down 14 in the second half. At this point of the season, this kind of stage against a team that's needs to get a win, maybe to get into the tournament. What about the alchemy of this group that you knew was there really manifested itself in the second half to pull us out, Shaka?
Well, one of our biggest advantages is the continuity that we have and how much these guys truly rely on each other and have relied on each other. And last night we watched clips from our last 6 games in this building in this tournament. And we won 5 out of those 6 games, but none of them were easy. A lot of them were a lot like today, where we had to, erase a deficit, to come back and hold on late in the game. And so I think that's really valuable experience, but most importantly, it's valuable experience together. So it's not like guys have done that in a vacuum. These two have done it together with Stevie, with Bengal, with Chase. And the guys showed incredible character today. You know, you get down 14, shots aren't falling, it's easy to feel like, well, it's not our day. Ryan Conwell's having, you know, a heck of an individual scoring day. But we kept fighting, made a couple adjustments at the very end, and obviously got just enough stops.
Right here in front.
Following up on that, Coach, third time's a charm for tomorrow when you play St. John's. Is there anything that you learned today in this game that will help you tomorrow?
Well, we just played them, obviously, less than a week ago at our place. That also was a high-level game, lasted 45 minutes. There's a lot of things we take from that game that we want to do better. I thought that game actually helped us today be better down the stretch, making free throws specifically. But St. John's got a heck of a team. They won the league for a reason. I believe that they set a record or tied UConn's record for the most regular season wins in Big East history. So they got a heck of a team. They're rolling. They're playing at a high level. We'll watch the tape from last Saturday, and we'll look at things that are controllable on our end that we can do better. I'm sure they'll do the same.
Adam?
Yeah. Hey guys, for the players, just to follow up on that St. John's question, what do you think the kind of the biggest challenges St. John's presents? And obviously they're playing on their home court. They're 10-0 here this year. Does the crowd and the atmosphere factor into it at all for you guys, or you're kind of tuning that out?
When we play, it's about the guys that wear this across their chest. As far as what they present, very athletic team, very physical team. Got a lot of long, tall players. That's and they're older too. It's pretty hard to deal with at this level. But it is what it is, and we're gonna go after it for 40 minutes.
All right, we got two more, Ben.
Shaka, what do you like about those football-style inbounds plays that you run at the end of games?
Well, they're typically pretty good for getting guys open because you have the defender in front of you, so you can cut and then come back. Dalen Swain was on cam. He's a heck of an athlete and got great length. So there was one where they made us call timeout because we weren't able to get open. I thought on the other ones, our guys did a great job breaking to the ball. Stevie made a second effort on the one before he got fouled. That was huge for us. So you break to get open, and if you're denied, you can't stand. You got to make another effort, and he did that. And Stevie Mitchell, as good as these two were, and it's you don't want to quantify because they were all great, but Stevie Mitchell won us this game, man. His spirit and his energy. D. Wade said it a couple weeks ago when he was on campus. He's special, but we lost on our senior day. It's so enjoyable to watch these three guys, these two and Stevie, come into this environment. And I told the guys before senior day, I said, for the good teams, it's not senior day, it's senior month. And they approach today like that.
This has to be the last one, right?
You guys played an instant classic 5 days ago against St. John's. What are the benefits, what are the drawbacks from playing the same team in such a small period of time?
I mean, we could overanalyze it or, do a psychology class just on playing someone with a quick turnaround. The reality is, for us, I'm sure they would probably say their own version of this, it's about being the best us for 40 minutes. And it's about, again, watching that tape and learning what are things we can do better. When you play great teams, they present challenges. But as I tell these guys, we present challenges too. And, St. John's has got a terrific coach, terrific roster. Luis was player of the year for a reason. I think Kadari Richmond could have easily been player of the year as well. Zuby was first team. And then there are other guys who are playing at a high level right now too. Great. Those are the type of teams that you get to play against when you earn these opportunities in March. And, the guys that are sitting next to me, plus the other guys in our locker room, when we're connected and when we're truly focused on the present moment, it gives us a really good chance against, regardless of who the opponent is.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.